what they're doing is they're now creating a schism, actual communities that are separate from the jurisdiction of the church, although they, of course, will not call it schism. We have received canonical counsel from our canon lawyers that such arrangement could be set up on an emergency basis. Sound familiar? It should. That is what the Society of St. Pius X cited for its basis to operate outside of the jurisdiction of the local ordinary and the Pope. You know, the curious thing is it's actually the church that would really get to declare such things, not private individuals like this. If we leave it up to private individuals, Martin Luther was right to just say, hey, there's an emergency crisis going on in the church. And so I got to kind of take over here. You know, the Protestant reformers could also cite emergency basis for their mission because they didn't have ordinary mission, and they recognize that because they were breaking away from the ordinary mission of the church. They would cite extraordinary mission in light of the emergency basis in the church. And Francis de Sales rightly writes to them and says, oh, well, you're claiming extraordinary jurisdiction here and extraordinary mission. Well, you need to prove that with miracles, because extraordinary mission is always confirmed by miracles. So you need to demonstrate that you have those miracles to operate in the way that you do. Of course, they couldn't demonstrate that with miracles. Neither can the SSPX today, nor will this community, because it's very clear they're operating contrary to the ordinary mission of the church, and God is not two-faced, and God is not schizophrenic, and God is not going to send people with an extraordinary mission to operate outside of and against his ordinary ministers. The article says a non-profit or a non-for-profit Catholic organization has launched a new apostolate dedicated to connecting stable groups of Catholics across the United States with priests willing to provide for their spiritual needs. According to the organization, there are approximately 2,200 priests who have been canceled by their bishops in the USA alone, and they are the perfect pairing for communities deprived of their diocesan traditional Latin masses. Excuse me, but you're not entitled to those. You're entitled to sacraments in your own right, and they're receiving them. They have the Roman rite. It's called the Novus Ordo. It's still part of the Roman rite. They have sacraments in their own right available to them. They're not being deprived of sacraments in their own right, but they seem entitled to the Tridentine Missal. And really, it's not even the Tridentine Missal. The Missal of 62. They think that they're entitled to it, and if their bishops don't provide it to them, they then get to go to canceled or disciplined priests to provide it to them. Guess what? That's schism. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see the full video, go to the link in the description. And also, while you're at it, hit the subscribe button. God bless.